Hey guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl back with another great video for you today. And in this video, I am doing a drop sale. I am so excited to be participating and Patrick over at Trusty Huckster Mercantile's Shop Hop drop sale. And this is just so much fun. I've never done a drop sale, so this is my first one. And I think it's just going to be fantastic. Now, there are lots of other content creators involved in this drop sale with some really fantastic vintage up for grabs. So make sure you hop around between all of the shops and shop some cool vintage. I will post that schedule here in the video. And of course, it's already over on Instagram, and everybody's channel will be linked down below. So you can just go down to the description box after this video is over and check out all the other shops involved. Now, Pam, Kiwi's Collectibles, will be the next shop after mine running her drop sale. So that will start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. But there are lots of other fantastic shops, as I mentioned, involved. So make sure you do hop around to all of them and see what cool stuff they have for sale. Now, this is a drop sale, so this is going to work a little differently than a regular live sale. There is no live feed running during this particular sale. So all you have to do to claim an item is be the first person to type the number in the comment section down below. Again, there's no live feed to type that number into, so make sure you are in the comment section. And the first person I see on my end will get that item. I will comment back to you and say, congratulations, you won the item. And then you can send me an email with all of your information. And that is really important so that I can get that item out to you. So I need a couple of pieces of information from you. I will need your email, that is your PayPal email, your name, and your YouTube name. So, I'm Vintage and Vinyl on YouTube, but my name's Katie. So I need both of those so I can connect the two and know who I'm sending that invoice out to. And then I also need your address with zip code so that I can get you a shipping quote and obviously mail the item out to you. So it's very easy to claim an item, and I hope you guys have some fun. And in this drop sale, I will be doing brooches. So we are having an all brooch themed drop sale. I am on the crusade to bring back the brooch. And if you do get a brooch from this drop sale, you can post it over on Instagram and use that new hashtag, the brooch gang, to be a part of this little cool brooch club Angela and I started. Anybody can join. All you have to do is post a picture of your brooch using that hashtag. And I thought it would be kind of perfect to have a drop sale with brooches so that more people can be part of the brooch gang. All right, so are you ready? Let's kick things off with a pretty fantastic brooch coming up right now. All right, guys, so the first item I have up for sale today is pretty spectacular. I almost kept this one, and this is a pretty marvelous 1950s brooch. It is just beautiful. It is all prong set. It's got the marquee stones with the rounds, some Aurora Borealis rounds too. And folks, it does glow. That's right. This puppy is uranium, and check out that stone in the middle. Man, oh man, this piece is pretty amazing. Now, this brooch measures 2 inches, so it is a very nice size. It can be worn at an angle or worn this way. It has all of the beautiful rivets in the back, so you can tell this is an older piece, extremely well made because each of those little pieces are riveted on. And then you've got all the prong set pieces here with no damage to any of the stones or wear to any of the metal. This is an absolutely perfect condition, and it is just a fabulous glowy brooch. So if you would like this uranium brooch, you can have it by giving me number 11 in the comments, and this piece is going to be $40. $40, number 11, for this fabulous 1950s uranium prong set brooch. All right, guys, so the next brooch I have up for you, I'm pretty excited about because I don't often see figural brooches. I see a lot of just jewel tone brooches, but the figural brooches are becoming harder to find, and I particularly don't see whales very often. So when I found this guy and an estate sale, I was so excited about him because he is just darling. He is a little gold tone whale measuring 1.5 inches long. He's got some great texture and dimensionality to him. He's got his blue Jimmy eye, and I love the way they've done the metal on him. So he's got sort of a brushed, antiqued gold metal. He's not shiny gold, so it kind of fits in with the fact that he's been in the ocean a while. And you've got his blue Jimmy eye, as I mentioned, and his little face. Isn't he just adorable? I also love that they've taken the time to use little metal pieces here to create water coming out of his blowhole. And then someone has even wrapped little bits of wire all the way around his tail. It is incredibly well done. And in the back, you can see here that tail piece is riveted on. So it is an extremely well-made brooch. It has the C clasp on the back, or I should say the safety clasp right here, so it's not going to fall off your shirt. It is extremely well made. The pin does work really well. It's easy to put on. And again, guys, this is just something you don't see every day. So this little whale brooch is so cute. And he is just going to be $15 number 9. $15 number 9 if you would like this adorable little whale. So my next item is just in time for spring, and I have for you a beautiful enameled daisy. This is just a stunning statement piece. It's nice and heavy, so it will sit on a jean jacket, on a hat. It's great for spring, summer, Easter, wherever you want to wear it. It is going to bring some happiness and cheer on those rainy summer days. And I love how it matches my hat. So if you had a yellow hat, this would just be so fun with this. The other thing people like to do with these enameled flowers is actually stick them down in metal flower frogs and display them in a window and create like a garden. And I like that because you can have all of the fun and beauty and cheer of flowers without actual work. So you don't have to water them or keep up with them. And I think that was a really clever idea that Magpie Ethel had over on Instagram. So this enameled flower has absolutely no issues with it. In the front, it is beautiful. All the enameling is there. It's got that cream colored enamel with the yellow enamel. And then on the back, you do have a little bit of wear to the metal, but again, this is the back, so no one's really going to notice that. And you have the safety clasp in perfect working order. This is just a great brooch, and it is a stunner. So this can be yours for $12 number 7. $12 number 7 for the enameled flower. Well, guys, my pug Louie wanted to be in the video. She just could not stand being away from mama. So she had to climb up here while I was selling some brooches. So she says that she's very excited about all these pieces and hopes you'll add one to your collection. Now, my next piece I'm excited about because it's just so elegant and classy. And this is an absolutely stunning Russian lacquer brooch. It is in a heart shape, and it's got all of your different colors, your reds, your pinks, your greens, your blues, your golds, and your creams. So this really will match with a variety of outfits, and it is just stunning. This will fit beautifully in your Russian lacquer collection if you have one. And this brooch measures 2 inches long. It is absolutely stellar. And on the back, it is signed. It's got a name. Now, I did reach out to Patrick over at Trusty Huckster Mercantile, who does know a little bit of Russian, and we were not able to figure this out because the signature is so scripty. But typically, these Russian lacquer pieces are signed, and I do believe that this is Russian lacquer. Now, this does have a safety pin back, so it is not a standard safety clasp. But the nice thing about these is that they really work beautifully for your jackets, for anything that you want to put this on that you don't want something really heavy. So it's not going to weigh you down. And if you have like a lightweight cotton blouse for summer, this will be nice too because it's not going to pull it down or rip the fabric. So I like these lightweight pins, and they are just absolutely stunning. So this Russian lacquer heart can be yours for $10 by giving me number 3. $10 by giving me number 3 for this stunning piece. The flowers just look like it's coming right off of that brooch. Absolutely lovely. So we are continuing on the spring theme with my next brooch, which is a beautiful Crown Trifari flower. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know how much I adore Crown Trifari and Trifari in general because I feel they made some of the best costume jewelry pieces from back in the day. Now, Trifari was founded by Gustavo Trifari and his uncle in 1910. They came over from Italy, and they even made brooches for many Broadway stars as well as President Eisenhower's wife. In fact, Mamie decided to wear a Trifari piece to an inaugural ball instead of diamonds, which was very earth-shattering at the time. But of course, it was great marketing for Trifari, and Trifari's just continued to be a fan favorite amongst brooch collectors. So this piece is stunning. It's got some gorgeous faux pearls in the middle with beautiful gold toned detail to it. I love the way that these little pieces come out of the faux pearls, almost like a firework or a starburst. This is very mid-century modern and atomic to me. So you can wear this absolutely as a flower for spring, but you can also wear it all year round because to me, it's just a very simple yet elegant starburst mid-century modern piece. I love the detail to this. Now, if you flip it around on the back, you will see that famous Crown Trifari mark with the crown over the T and the copyright symbol. That mark dates this brooch from 1955 to 1969, and the safety clasp is in perfect working condition. This is just a very nice brooch. Now, this brooch can be yours for $12 by giving me number 5, $12 number 5 for this 1.5-inch Crown Trifari piece. So I kind of have a theme with some of these brooches since spring and summer is coming up, and I've got another really amazing flower piece for you. Now, I just fell in love with this brooch because it's got so much detail to it. This is a gold tone brooch with these carved plastic flowers. I do believe they are plastic. They kind of feel like that to me. And I love the way they've done them. So they've actually carved in little lines here and then made each petal separate. And you can see all the detail to the petals in the top. Just beautiful. They are kind of a creamy white color. And then you have this beautiful gold tone metal. And you can see when you hold the brooch to its side, it's very 3D. It's just absolutely stunning. Now, I also love the way they've done the petals here, or the leaves of the flower. It almost has this filigree metal work inside each leaf here, and I really like that. Now you can see that each one of these little pieces has wire that has been spooled around or kind of curled up and then put inside. And then they've even taken the time to add detail around each leaf here or each petal, so it's not just smooth. It is really stunning. I have to say, this is just a gorgeous piece. You could wear this on a lapel because it's a nice size, only 3 inches or so long, but it's not very wide. So you could put this on a jacket lapel, even on a collar, or bring back the hat pin. It would look pretty fabulous up there on a hat too. Now, this piece would probably date from the 1940s to the 1950s. It is an older piece, and one of the ways I can tell that is that pin back there does extend past the clasp a little bit. So I do believe this has some age. It is absolutely amazing. I've never seen a piece quite so detailed, and I love the bouquet of flowers. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this piece. The clasp works beautifully, and all of the metal and flowers have no issues or damage to them whatsoever. So this fabulous little flower piece can be yours for $15 by giving me number 8. $15, number 8 for this fabulous flower brooch. So thinking of spring and summer, I think about all the fun crafts that we get to do when we're cooped up inside on a rainy day. And this next brooch is kind of inspired by that summer crafting season. And this is just a really unique piece. This is a sewing machine. It measures 2 inches wide. And I've never seen a brooch like this. I just thought it was so fun. I don't think this is particularly vintage like 1940s or 50s. I would probably imagine this to be more 80s or 90s, but it is still just really unique and different and perfect for all of my fellow craft lovers out there in our vintage community. This has 2 tones of metal. It is gold, but you've got kind of a matte gold and a shiny gold, and at the widest point it does measure 2 inches. You've got some great detail to the sewing machine. In fact, it almost looks like some of that detail on my 1916 Red Eye Singer sewing machine. And you've got all of these fun bits and bobs hanging off of the bottom. So you've got a spool of thread with a needle, you've got a measuring tape, you've got scissors and a little thimble, and they all hang and move. So there's a lot of great detail to this piece. Now it is signed on the back, and I was trying to read that signature, and I do believe it says Dorset. I did look under my loop, but I couldn't find anything on this particular maker. But this piece is well made. You can just tell by the detail work to it how heavy it is and how well that safety clasp is adhered to this piece. This is just really fantastic for anyone that loves to craft or just have something different on your shirt. You know, this is definitely a showstopper. And if you go out somewhere, I know you are guaranteed to be complimented when you wear this piece because it's just so different and fun. And I love the detail to it. So this sewing machine can be yours for $15 by giving me number 10. $15 number 10 for the fabulous sewing machine brooch. And look, guys, how they even put the number markings on the ruler part, this tape measure down here. I mean, there really is just some great detail to this. Fun. All right, so we've had our crafting brooches, we've had some beautiful flowers, and now we're getting back to some of our fun animal brooches. Now, I see a lot of pretty sparkly brooches, but like I said, I don't see a ton of figural brooches, and I don't really see giraffes that often. So I was so excited to find this cute little fella, perfect for your summer outfits or really all year round because he is just so fun. Now, he measures 2.5 inches tall, so he is a nice size. And the cool thing about him is he actually is two-toned. So he's got silver feet and silver ears. I guess giraffes have ears. I don't know. Giraffes have ears or horns? What would you call that? Anyway, he's silver at the top. And he has a little rhinestone, Jimmy eye. And the rest of him is gold. He's just so darling. He's in absolutely perfect condition. And he is signed on the back Allie. Now, Allie was actually a different company in the 50s, and I believe in the 80s and 90s they officially got the name Allie. So they made a ton of these brooches in different designs. They were known, I believe, for their cat brooches and some fun Christmas pieces. And this giraffe seems to be pretty unique. I was not able to actually find him online, so I saw a lot of the cats and some of the other animal brooches, but not the giraffe. So this guy seems to be fairly special, and he is just so cool. Again, don't see a lot of giraffes, and thought the detail on him is really nice. I love the way that they've done his spots. The texturing is very much 3D. You can feel it with your hand, and he's a nice size and would be fantastic on a jean jacket. So this little giraffe is adorable, and he wants to come home to you, and he can be yours for $15 by giving me number 12. $15, number 12 for the absolutely adorable giraffe. All right, folks, so we are moving back to the 1950s with this fabulous sparkly starburst brooch. Now, of course, this brooch could be really anything you want it to be. Depending on how you look at it, it could be a starburst, a butterfly, or a cross. It's all in the matter of how you wear it and how you turn it, which makes it so unique. And the sparkle really does shine, and it would be a great statement piece for any outfit because it's clear and it goes with everything. This is a silver toned brooch, and it's got all prong set rhinestones. And I do know that it's from the 1950s because it has that amazing Y back with all the rivets. Very good quality. Each one of those pieces are put on separately and then riveted in. So it's just amazing. This piece measures 1.5 inches in size, and it is just absolutely stunning. This amazing piece can be yours for $10 by giving me number 6. $10, number 6 for this fabulous Starburst 1950s brooch. So with spring and summer quickly approaching, it is time to return to some of our favorite outdoor activities. And one of mine is going to a live concert out on the lawn. Oh my gosh, I love packing up a picnic and listening to some good music. And it's always fun to wear a themed brooch to one of those concerts. Now, I was really excited to find this particular brooch because I'm always on the hunt for music themed brooches, particularly because I love vinyl, but they're not something that I find a lot of. I see the occasional music note, sometimes the guitar, but they're never well detailed. And this violin is absolutely amazing. And the detail to it just makes this piece really quite remarkable. Now, this is a violin brooch that measures about 2.5 inches, almost 3 inches tall. So it is a very nice size and it's extremely hefty. You can just see how thick the body of the violin is there. And it is a very well made piece. Now, this is perfect to wear to your summer concerts or for the music lover or violin player in your life or for yourself. It's just gorgeous. Now, one of the things I love about this is it has two tones of metal. So you've got the beautiful gold tone here, and then on the inside, on the body of the violin, they've actually added this beautiful silver tone texture along with these faceted crystals. Now, I don't 100% know that these are Swarovski crystals, but the way they sparkle, guys, I would almost bet my money on it. You could see anyone in this brooch from a mile away because of the sparkle to the body of the violin. Man, that is just gorgeous. And I love the detail they've put into this. So not only do you have that beautiful silver tone texture, but you have the chin rest here that they've added, and you've got the string and the bow and the little handle here. And then if you go up to the top of the violin, they've got the little pieces here that actually tune the instrument, and they've added detail as if this violin were wood, although it is a brooch. You can see that little piece there with all of the texture to it to make it look like wood. This piece is amazing and it is just so gorgeous. It's got a beautiful working safety clasp in the back. And the other thing that I love about this is that the safety clasp is at an angle. So instead of it being vertical, it actually will stay put on your shirt, because sometimes vertical brooches that are really heavy, they tend to flop back and forth. This one will not. It will stay nicely put wherever you choose to wear it. And I just love that. So this amazing violin can be yours for only $25 by giving me number 13. $25, number 13 for this incredible violin. So next brooch up is fantastic because, folks, it glows and it's a flower. What more could you want in a brooch? This is absolutely stunning. Look at the sparkle on this piece. Oh my goodness. I am in love with this. I love the different shades of green in here. So you've got some dark green and some light green. It is a beautiful flower measuring 3 inches tall. So this is a very nice size brooch. And as I mentioned, folks, it lights up bright green. I don't know if you can see that as well in the camera, but man, oh man, this thing glows like there is no tomorrow. If you wore this to a roller rink, disco party, or some sort of laser tag event, you would be able to see this under the black light. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. Now, what I love about this flower is all of the pieces are prong set, which is just a superior method of construction because these are not glued in. They're not going to fall out. They've got all the little prongs holding them together. And of course, all of the flower petals have this beautiful marquee shape, which I just love that setting of stone. It's absolutely amazing. And then you've got the rounds here. Now, there is a little bit of metal wear here to the metal part of the flower, but it's not particularly noticeable. It's more noticeable on the back, but nobody is going to see that. This is another piece that you could put in a flower frog and make a little flower garden out of, or you can just wear this for spring and summer. It is gorgeous. Now, one of the little petals here, I did want to point out, looks a little bit rounded off. So it's not as pointed as some of the others, but it is still prong set and it looks good. It's just not as pointy. So I don't know if something happened to that one through the years or not. I do believe that this is a 1950s piece, so there is some age to it. And it is just really absolutely gorgeous. So this glowing flower can be yours over 3 inches tall. Just pretty amazing for $15 by giving me number one. $15, number one for this amazing glowy flower. Look at that. Man, oh man, guys, that thing just lights up. Woo. So we are keeping with the flower theme and heading into spring and summer with another absolutely gorgeous flower brooch. This is a Damascene Spain brooch with a rose. And Damascene basically refers to the technique of inlaying metals. So you have the gold metal, the silver metal, and then it's got the black oxidized steel. And it is just absolutely incredible the techniques they use to make these pieces. I have a Damascene Spain umbrella that I just love, and it's gorgeous. And this piece is really fantastic. So you've got the black rose there with the faux pearl. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the black or the faux pearl, and in perfect condition. And all of the metal work on the outside is in beautiful condition as well. It is just really such a stunning piece. It is marked Spain on the back. Typically, that's where these are made. And you can see that the pin back does extend past the clasp. So I do believe this has some age, probably 1940s, 50s again for the dates on these. Absolutely amazing pieces, and they're just a statement. I love the black and the white because this is something that's so classy to wear every day or to work or to a special outing in the evening. This piece is a true gem, and it can be yours for a fabulous price of only $12 by giving me number two. $12, number two, for the Damascene Spain brooch. So as we close out this drop sale, I've got two glowy brooches left for you all today, and I'm very excited about these. This next brooch is a stunner, and it is so beautiful for spring and summer. Yes, indeed, I have a uranium butterfly. Now, before I show you the glow, I do want to point out that one little stone is missing, and this was all thanks to Louie, who knocked over the brooches, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, and this stone went flying, and I have scoured the floor and cannot find it. But it is a pretty easy fix because it is not a uranium stone. It is a blue stone that's missing, so it'd be easy to order one from Amazon and replace it. So luckily, it wasn't a uranium stone, but this brooch is still gorgeous despite the missing stone. So let's talk about it. It's got some beautiful white enamel going around the outside. And then you've got all of these little faceted rhinestones. You've got the beautiful blue stone in the middle that is a marquee shape. And then you've got the pink and green and blue stones all around. And it is a nice size at almost 3 inches at its widest point. And yes, folks, man, oh man, does this thing glow. I have never seen so many uranium stones in one brooch. And this thing lights up like crazy under the black light in the dark. It's a little hard to see on camera, but man, this thing really glows. I love the detail to this. The other thing that I love about this is it is open a little bit in the back, so the light will shine through all of these little stones and just make it sparkle. It's nice that it's white, so it's really nice for spring, for summer, and really any time that you want to add just a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of happy to your outfit. So this brooch is in wonderful condition other than that one little tiny stone missing. Thanks, Louie. And the back is in great condition with that safety clasp and working order. And this fabulous uranium butterfly at almost 3 inches can be yours for just $15 by giving me number 14. Just $15 by giving me number 14. So we are ending this sale with a bang, and I am bringing you one of the most magnificent brooches I think I've ever seen. It is Austrian crystal and uranium. Check out this stunner. Oh my gosh, is that not just absolutely gorgeous? Oh, I almost kept this for myself. But for many of you watching, you have probably seen this in another sale, and that's because it wasn't paid for. So I am offering it to you all, and hopefully someone that really wants it will have a shot at it. Again, this piece is magnificent. It is all Austrian crystal, and if you know anything about Austrian crystal brooches, brooches, you know they sparkle and they have some of the best crystal that you can buy in a brooch. It is gorgeous. You've got the dark green stones and the light green stones. It almost looks like a tree or a flower. This is another one of those pieces that, depending on how you look at it, it really can be anything you want it to be. Now, this piece lights up green, and I have never seen a piece glow like this or the butterfly. It just is amazing. It's kind of hard to see that glow on screen, but man, when you get it in the dark and you shine a black light on it, you will just be so excited to see it show its magic trick to you. Now, I love the way they've done this brooch with the rope detail around the outside. It is very 3D. As you can see, all of those flowers are just popping right out of the frame of this brooch. Each one of those stones is prong set, and it has a beautiful safety clasp on the back with some great puddling and open metal work. This just is such an amazing piece. Now, this brooch measures almost 3 inches tall from the top to the bottom. And this piece came from one of my favorite brooch ladies here in town that actually travels the world to France, to Austria, to Italy, to all over to buy her brooches. So this piece is a really great quality piece, and I am so excited to offer it to you today. So this uranium glowy Austrian brooch can be yours for only $45, and that is a steal for such an amazing piece like this, by giving me number 15. So $45, number 15 for this one-of-a-kind Austrian stunner. All right, guys. Well, that is it for this drop sale. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these fabulous brooches. If you want to claim one, again, all you have to do is type that number in the comments down below, and I'll let you know whether or not you won one of these fabulous pieces. Now, there are a lot of other shops involved in this drop sale, so make sure you hop around to all of them and pick up some cool vintage. Coming up next will be Kiwi's Collectibles at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, so hop on over there and make sure that you see some of her fabulous pieces she's going to have up for sale. All of the folks involved in the drop sale are linked down below, so you can go between all of their channels, and make sure you check the next sale coming up very soon at 7:30. And of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. And Patrick, thank you for hosting this fabulous shop hop drop. And I will see you next time. And of course, before my next video, I'll be seeing you over on Instagram at vintage_and_vinyl. And I hope, as always, that you will stay in, stay safe, and bend YouTube. Bye-bye, everybody.
What?